Hello, everyone. I am back with you again today to talk some more about subtraction. And today we are moving on to lesson 8. We're not going to worry about the first page. We're going to actually, for this lesson, go on to page 56, the see and show page. Okay, so if everyone can open up your math workbook to page 56. Make sure you have a pencil handy. All right, so we learned yesterday that when we do subtraction, we are finding the difference, right? So the answer for a subtraction number sentence is called the difference, okay? Let's look at the problems they have modeled for us here. Find how many frogs are left. So today we're going to focus on what the answer is always going to be when we subtract all, or when we subtract 0. There's some rules to remember. Okay, so here it says we have 5 frogs, we take 5 away. So if we subtract all those frogs, then we know that there are going to be 0 frogs left, right? No frogs are left if we take them all away. So a good thing to help you remember and be quicker with subtraction is anytime you were taking away all of something, whether it's frogs, pieces of candy, whatever it may be, if you're taking away all of them, your answer is always going to be 0, okay? Another rule that can help you out is if you subtract 0. Let's think about 0 for a minute. So if you have 0 of something, you have none, don't you? So if we have 5 frogs on the lily pad and none of them, 0, hop away, then we still have 5 left. So anytime you're working in subtraction, no matter what your first number is in that number sentence, if you take away 0, then your answer is still your original number because none have left, right? So 5 minus 0 is 5. Let's look at those frogs again. Let's do this. Pretend like these frogs are not even on the lily pad. So now on our lily pad, we have 3 frogs, right? If none of those frogs hop away, they all just decide to hang out there together, then once again, there are 3 left because none of them went away. We subtracted a 0. Okay, so today's lesson should actually be really simple. And as you go through this, you're going to notice a lot of times the number sentences are in pairs where you take all away. Let's look at number 1. 13, subtract all the 13. What's that difference going to be? Remember we talked about it. 0. But what if there's 13 pieces of candy that I want to share? And I change my mind, I don't give any of those pieces away, then I still have 13, right? Because none were given away. Let's look at number 2. They're trying to trick us. Remember, they're writing this number sentence on the opposite side, but it still means the same thing. So 7 minus 0. If I have 7 markers that I'm using for math and I don't give any away to help someone out, then I still have 7, right? The original number. But if I have 7 markers and I let my brother or sister borrow those markers because he or she needs them for an assignment, then we know the answer will be 0. Okay, so I'm going to give you just a minute to work out number 3 and number 4, and then I'll model the answer. Go ahead and do both number sentences on number 3 and on number 4. Okay, let's see how we did. Let's see if you guys get the same answers that I'm going to model now with the document camera. So we'll start with number 3. 6 minus 6, 0. Give yourself a thumbs up if you got that one right. Good job. 6 minus 0, 6. Excellent. Let's look at number 4. 8 minus 0. So I have 8. I'm not giving any away. So if I don't give any away, of course, I still have my original number as the difference, right? 8. Then 8 minus 8, I have nothing left. It's always going to be 0. Okay, let's look at our top math. It says, explain how you know 8 minus 8 is 0 and 8 minus 0 is 8. So think about how we discussed it as a class and see if you can explain it to someone. How do you know 8 minus 8 is 0? Think about the examples we looked at with the frogs and how I explained that one also with pieces of candy. Okay, and then how would you explain 8 minus 0 equals 8? Okay, so after you have done that for today, Wednesday, you will go on into the next part of your workbook. And you'll notice right away that all of these problems that we're going to focus on today on my own, we are subtracting once we get to 8 through 24. That sounds like a lot of problems, but actually it's not, because it's all going to be equal to 0 or the number itself, the rule we're practicing with. It'll go quicker than you think. Up here though, 5 through 8, regular subtraction, just like we started out with yesterday, right? So 9 minus 3, 8 minus 1, okay, and so on. It does tell you to do something here though. It says circle the problem if the difference is 0. That is part of your grade. So that means if the answer is 0, you circle the problem. Okay, so from 5 all the way to 24, anytime you get an answer of 0, you will circle the problem. Okay, and then don't forget to do your word problems on the back. Remember what we always need to do when we're looking at word problems, right? We underline what we know, circle what we need to know, and then build our number sentence. That is why we have all this space here below the word problem to build the number sentence and solve it. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys work on that, and this will be finished up hopefully for most of you on Wednesday, right? The day that it has been assigned. And on Thursday, you will look at page 59, which is some more practice. And it's reminding you that if you subtract all, you always get 0, right? And if you subtract 0, you don't give away any, you're always going to get the number itself, right? But you'll do some more practice on Thursday with page 59 and on the back on page 60. Okay? All right, guys. Good luck, and Miss Nethery and I look forward to seeing your awesome work that you turn in. Bye-bye.